Happy screen time, and thank you for subscribing to Daily Pro Tips and Rotomfoolery as you strive to up your Pokemon Sleep game. It is Sleep Style Discovery Week in Pokemon Sleep, and Subscriber Discovery Week on this channel. At the end of the week, we're going to find out if we got more new sleep styles or more subscribers. And don't forget, you can always unsubscribe. You know, like if this arrangement stops working for you. Remember when I made that joke about breaking into the lab? Well, when I got there, the security guard handed me my clearance level 10 identification. And I forgot that we were supposed to come pick these up from time to time. As you reach certain sleep style goals, you get access to more features and things in Neroli's lab. So I went poking around, but I didn't find that stash of trillions of candies I speculated about. But I did locate some pre-search from one of the other assistants, named Devin. At least I think that's his name, everybody just calls him Dev. And while there's still a lot more official information to come, I was able to compile today's report by combining my notes with his. First, please note that the servers in Neroli's lab will be down for a period of time sometime on Monday and Tuesday next week. Neroli is adding 2 new levels of security clearance for advanced researchers. Clearance level 11 will be granted to researchers who have recorded 340 sleep styles, and clearance level 12 has not been officially designated, but it seems like 390 is likely to be that next milestone. Yesterday I made it to 468 sleep styles, and so I think even if level 12 clearance is higher than that, I should be good. And if you're a researcher with less than 468 sleep styles, that alone should be a reason to subscribe. The options for these new security clearances will go live on October 2nd at 3 p.m. whatever your local time is. Anyone who has a clearance level 11 at that time will then be authorized to visit the new gold power plant. The old gold power plant. I keep getting confused because it's new, but it's also old. I found a document dated for next week with an announcement. It says something to the effect of, "Congrats on reaching security clearance 11 and 12. Please consider assisting Professor Neroli in moving to the new area early, and collecting some of the new Pokemon that will be found there to bring them back for the lab so that instances can be manufactured. Pokemon that are released during this time will be released onto Greengrass Isle, so that other researchers may also study their sleep habits for the next 2 weeks." And then there's like a footnote that says, "We anticipate it will take these Pokemon 2 weeks to orient themselves in the new area before they swim across the ocean back to the power plant." There's some other notes here too about instances will be in limited supply, blah blah blah. Researchers will have to accomplish certain tasks in order to get them. And here's the part that I was looking for. I was totally right about the discovery of a new ingredient and about what it is. It is a power plant, or at least it is derived from one, but the new ingredient will be Rousing coffee. Based on the other documents on this desk, it looks like Neroli has been coordinating with the Pokemon centers in the Alola region to bring new drinks and desserts into the field. There are also some notes here about ways to use coffee in salads, stews, and curries, which apparently is still being tested. But unsurprisingly, Snorlax is not that picky. It seems that Neroli is targeting 6 new recipes to be added to the Researcher's Handbook for version 2.0, once the findings have been confirmed in the lab. While that represents the main findings that I found, here are a couple of additional notes. There's a post-it here that says Neroli's ingredient exchange service will no longer require researchers to redeem tickets one at a time, which I think is awesome because I'm so sick of waiting in those lines. Now this other thing I found is a little confusing. It says that adjustments have been made to Rotom's back. Pressing and holding down Rotom's back will now cause it to flip over, taking you directly back to the home screen. And this only applies when Rotom's back is on the lower left. That can't be right. That doesn't even make sense. And there is also a note here about fixing bug-type Pokemon. It seems like Devin may be doing some side research on overpopulated Grubbin. Anyway, that's all I was able to find in the lab. And not to sound like a total nerd, but this is way better than the handbook version 1.9. Man, we have done a lot of showcases and we're running out of good Pokemon to show you. So if you see one in this list that you're interested in checking out more, let me know in the comments. But I think today we're going to look at my Meowscarada named Gobert, named after Rudy Gobert, the criminally underrated NBA center, who is redefining defense as we know it. But take note of the ABA ingredients list here, and dream with me what this would have been like as a AAA potato farmer with ingredient finder S and M, and then helping speed coming in at level 50, and then eventually lots of pocket space to hold those potatoes, and then to top it all off, ingredient finding up. This combination of sub-skills and nature on an ingredient specialist is so good that regardless of what the ingredient spread is, it is going to get my investment. Thankfully, ABA is still ideal for a potato farmer. At level 60, this Meowscarada is going to provide 69 potatoes and 46 milk in a day. That is 15 more potatoes and 10 more milk than we could ever need in a day. I hope you like mashed potatoes. Sleep session 424 is here. And last night I slept good enough, but how good can you really sleep when your toddlers climb in your bed in the middle of the night and start knocking stuff around? Thankfully, they knocked me around just enough to get snoozing type sleep today. And hopefully that, combined with Snorlax's strength, is enough to get us some new sleep styles. So far this week we have only seen 2. Let's see if we can get another one. I am not holding my breath, to be honest. Wow, we've got 4 species on the screen already. And you know I'm happy to see that Dragonair candy. So let's go ahead and snap the photos for what we already have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as a future level 12 security clearance holder, I like the looks of that Pikachu. Oh my gosh, wait a minute, we have 3 new sleep styles? Curlia, she's a really cool dancer. Curlia, boogie to the groove now. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the reverent sleep. Please pause for a moment of silence while we honor the reverence of Curlia. Thank you. Now let's see who else we got. Target. Is that levitating static Pichu? Oh my goodness, we surprised him with our camera. I did not think that Pichu was ready for us to take its picture. But guess what, Pichu? You're gonna get a biscuit too! Oh man, that sleep style is actually way cool with the electricity flying around. Usually the 3-star ones are the best, so that makes sense. And spoiler alert, or should I say, beware of the spoilers, because the 3rd new sleep style is Beware. Man, for the loading screens in this game that we complain about everywhere, registering these sleep styles is so long when you're trying to think of jokes and stuff on the fly. I'm guessing that it's actually pretty hazardous from a static electricity perspective to have that Pichu sparking right next to that Beware. Beware is about to start collecting Grepa berries, if you know what I mean. Well, this has been a fun sleep session. In tomorrow's video, we'll take a look at how prepared we are for the Old Gold Power Plant for Strategy Saturday. But to give us our best shot at being prepared, let's go ahead and catch a couple more Pikachu line. And Pichu said, oh yeah, I'm in on that one. Oh, he's so happy. Okay, well, we were definitely going to spend 1 more Pokebiscuit today on that Pichu, so we might as well go spend it on the Pikachu. Now, here's how I treated the strategy for catching this Pikachu. There are 7 pips, so I first went with a Great Biscuit. Since we just got a big hit, I'm not expecting one. Now, worst case scenario here, we feed another Great Biscuit and the Pikachu all fulls. So we're going to spend 1 Pokebiscuit so that if it all fulls and comes back hungry, we can catch it with a single Pokebiscuit in the future. But if it doesn't get hungry, then 1 more Great Biscuit should be able to top it off. Oh, and perfect. And now I've advocated for this before, but my opinion is don't fill up your bag with Pokebiscuits. Just buy biscuits as you need them. Keep your funds flexible. I'm not aware of any cap on the sleep points, but there is a cap on your bag space. And Pikachu's going to join the party as well. Well, that is to say the figurative party. Of course, we have to see if he's good enough to participate in the festivities of researchness. And I think that's all we want here for today, so let's go ahead and submit this portion of the report to Neroli. And that brings our total styles up to 471, which I think is pretty good considering that I started 2 weeks after everyone else. Now, lots of great candy options here, of course. Pikachu is probably the timely one to send out, but I hope someone out there is just feasting on these Dragonair candies. Dratini candies, of course. I know I could use them. Hey, and can someone tell Dev to stop eating all of the strawberry yogurt in the fridge of the lab? He's only left Pichu little. And look at me catching an evolved berry Pokemon. It's like I'm learning things from this channel. Okay, Pikachu, the Pokemon poster child. Show us your ultimate poster. Give us that berry finding. Well, ingredient finding is not what we want. Oh, it's a skill Pokemon. Oh, it's everything but a berry finder. Hardy har har, Pikachu. But I guess the joke is on Yukachu. Enjoy some peach yogurt at the lab. Alright, Pichu. We know you were power surgeon back there, and it's okay if you don't start with berry finding. You just need it before level 50. Ooh, charged strength. Hey, that's a fun start. What else you got, Pichu? Okay, so no one's perfect, but level 75 looks fun. Now the only question left is, will you be ruined by your nature, or will you be made great? Oh, don't love that. But I'm gonna have to run the numbers. Raichu triggering at a level 5 skill. Does that compensate from the helping speed as long as we have BFS? I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow to find out. Let's do this again sometime. Happy researching.